So the other one who took our phone and then
Chicken.
30 minutes later he got shot.
He was dead.
He was dead.
That's chicken.
Like people just like but
It was a rough day. Yeah, guys, when we grew up,
sometimes I wonder why we still soft like this.
yeah,
But very high She hated everything we said. She hated everything we were wearing. She hated our movement. She hated our voices. She hated yonke. She hated that our parents were so and so. She hated everything about us. Like there was no way out of it. And then I looked at that woman, just that her signature is not my bum.
Yes.
Ulo has never been. She has never said my bum this, my body this, showing off what she's got. But she's got a very beautiful body, and it's actually tight. That bum is tight. It's tight. It's tight, bum yo. Come yo, no mama lo. It's Instagram. People lie to people on Instagram. They lie too much to them on Instagram. And then you end up believing Instagram comments, not the mirror. You see the mirror, man. The mirror. You know? Mirror is solution.
Go subscribe on Double Up. Get mad content on Double Up. Roll with the twins on Double Up.
Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the Twins Therapy Session. My name is Tsidiso.
I am Tsidiso.
And together we are the T-Twins on the Two Wins Healing House. Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys.
Yeah, we've reached 6,000 subscribers. Guys, please,
can we just do 10,000? Can't we just go 100?
Indaba is
Let me, I don't know my
100.
worth. 100.
100.
Yeah. 100.
Indaba igu 100.
Yes.
Yeah, 100, guys. Let's
Let's go 100. We need to be big YouTubers as well. We know, I trust as big YouTubers.
Important.
Because now, when you meet people and ask what you do, you don't even include podcasting or YouTube, because it's just how what's about search or how. So guys, we need to go. Because Nami, I'm celebrating. The sister channel also reached 500 subscribers yesterday.
So congratulations.
Congratulations. So let's go for 5,000.
Yeah.
That's that we can say 5,000 here.
100. Dangerously ambitious. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your long weekend and Father's Day.
Father's Day and Youth Day.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to all those available.
Yes, to the good men out there, those who are watching us, my brothers, we appreciate you, we see you, and we value you. Continue doing that great job. Fathers are very important.
They are really important.
I wanted to talk about the Real Housewives of Durban, guys. You know what? I don't know. The last time we were discussing the Real Housewives, the Mommy Club. People, it's like they don't really watch when we talk about this, when we review these reality shows. But it's part of life.
Even the Netflix
yes.
Straw, I realized that it didn't get a lot of views.
But then you guys, I don't know if you guys haven't figured out our style of reviewing reality shows. We don't really come here and tell you, so and so did this and this. We just focus on the characters and the incidents. Then we bring them into real life stories, because we don't really focus on the show itself. Yes, but we just take pointers in them. So it's still what we do.
It's not like if you see the topic saying the Real Housewives of Durban, we're only going to be talking about the show.
Yeah, even if you didn't watch the show, you can relate.
You can still relate.
Yeah,
because we tell you this happened, and then we carry on with our experiences and life experiences in general.
Okay, right. So I wanted to talk about this character, Nonku. Nonku, she says she's leaving. She went on Instagram and said, I'm leaving the Real Housewives of Durban. It looks like the last episode, it was the final episode. So now we're just going to wait for the reunion, and she even mentioned that she's not going to the reunion. That's where they ran away from accountability. You know, this thing of not coming to the reunion, it pisses me off because people will be doing all sorts of things to other people the whole season, and when it comes to the reunion, they just disappear. Now back on face to face. What were you saying here?
Yes.
Yeah. So this character of Nonku, I never liked Nonku from the beginning.
Why do you say character as if it's a movie?
This Nonku person.
Even a real person.
Because these people now, there is this trend of people who are getting into reality shows. Each and every person, when the show is done and then they get to I get these people, they shoot this thing maybe 6 months ago. So now when it plays, they see the reactions there by Twitter, everywhere, people saying you are such a horrible person and everything. Now they've got this thing of saying the production wasn't favoring me because now they want to make me a villain. Now it's been like about 3 or 4 people now we have said this, that they targeting me to make me a villain. But then the truth of the matter is that maybe they focused on the bad things that you have said, or where you were wild, but where you were kind and everything, they didn't take out those. But you know when you sign up for such things, because they're looking for drama. But it shows that you are that person, because it's not like they took another person, they put them there, and then they put the mask even though you're saying there are some things that we didn't see, but this is what we saw. It's still you. What do you think of that?
Yeah, but some of them are saying the production focuses out the reaction, not...
they are saying the reaction.
Yeah, let's say now me and you are having a confrontation and you say bad things to me. So when I retaliate and I also say those things, like now I'm hurtful, they will only show that part and they will never show Luena. You're somehow like that.
Ma, you still have the second chance by going to your confessions. I get it. When you go to the confessions, it's like they play out what was happening there. Then you have to react. Then you have a chance to say, here, I said this because so and so did this. Essentially, most of them, I would say all of them, I've never seen anyone on a reality show when they are on their confessions and then these people are not there, and then they will be saying, yo, I wasn't supposed to react like this.
Yes.
I've never seen that. It's always like fire on top of fire, more fire.
Even when they have apologized to the person face to face. But when they go to confessions, now they change the whole thing. Like, yay!
Yeah. Hey. That's what they do.
See that?
Yeah. And I feel like those confessions also, they make things worse. Because at that time, the person has apologized, they sat down and everything. So when this person sees the confessions, like, oh, she was being fake. It means that she did this on purpose. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
So I get is the reaction. So now, at first I started to believe it's the reaction. Now I get to realize, now it's all of them. It's a trend now.
Yes.
And then Unonku herself, she has been in that show for how many seasons? 5 seasons. It's only on the 5th season where she realizes that she's been made to be a villain. Because now she can see she's losing fans.
Yes.
Because she realized that people are saying we are tired of her. This woman we've been giving, because she's a very lovely lady.
Yes.
Like the first time you see her, you like, oh, Nonku and everything. You think it's fun and all. So when it goes, inside escalator, people are getting pissed off for her. What kind of person is like this? She's mean, actually. So now she wants to come back and say, it's because they made me a villain. Didn't you see it first season where they made you a villain or second season?
I don't have a problem with Nonku being like that, because I think she makes TV more entertaining, like reality show entertaining, because to tell the truth, she was very entertaining.
Yeah, she's entertaining. Yeah.
What I don't like is her hiding behind Jesus. Like she pisses me off when it comes. Like she is a villain. She's very mean. She's a mean girl, but she wants people to take her as this person who is holy. And then she's one of those Christians who will be saying, mean things to people, doing all horrible things to people, and they believe the moment you mention God, all your sins are washed away. Yes, you know, there are people like that. There are people who are like that. And I grew up, my mom would always, you know, every time when we were still young, because I remember when your baby daddy's mom came. So, you know, when she met my mom for the first time, my mom was quiet. She was quiet. And later on, she says, this woman gives me those vibes. Yeah, because like she's
Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's Witness. Like, you know, so mean and judgmental and all sorts of things. But every time mentioning God, Jesus, they believe but whatever you are doing doesn't matter. Yeah, so Nonku is one of those people. And she forces people to believe in her thing.
You know, one thing that will show you this thing, religion also in a lot of hypocrisy in it, because there's a lady there who's a pastor's wife. Lou, her name is Lou. So the way she, like, it's like she looks down on this lady, on her. She's always been judgmental. Or now it's this, they're fighting for the space of being, I'm the holier one. And then even the things that she said to her, you know, when I look at this lady, she provoked it in such a way that she ended up saying Kikogo. And then I hate it when people fight with age, baby, it's ageism, you know, you're old and all of that. But Unonku, I felt like now she deserves it because now she's acting like a child. If you are acting like a child, you deserve to be told that you're old. You can't be acting like that. Supposed to set an example, good example. But our bodies maybe easy, but mine is tighter. And which was a lie. I've never seen someone who's delusional as my whole life. Like when I look at that low person, it's just that she doesn't show off her body like that. But she's got a beautiful body. I think she's got, I don't know, Hore. Am I the only one who thinks this woman is beautiful and she's got a beautiful body?
And people were always shading her. People are so used to artificial looks to the point whereby they become delusional. Law is beautiful, and again,
she hasn't done anything to herself.
And she looks young. Okay, she's got a big body, but when you look at her face, you can tell that she's very...
Even that body.
She's more than 10 years younger than me.
Exactly.
She looks young.
Yeah, she looks young. Later when I looked at her face, everything is still
tight,
intact. Even that body, but yours is shaking.
No, who's a Londie?
Who's a Londie? Now when they were fighting, and then I looked at that woman, just that her signature is not my bum. Has never been. She has never said my bum this, my body this, showing off what she's got. But she's got a very beautiful body, and it's actually tight. That bum is tight. It's tight. It's tight, bum. And then she even stood up. Look at me. You're saying I'm old. Look at me. What's this? Come show yo, no mama, no. It's Instagram. People lie to people on Instagram. They lie too much to them on Instagram. And then you end up believing Instagram comments, not the mirror.
Those face apps.
But you see the mirror, man. The mirror. You know? Mirror is solution. And another part I didn't like, I feel like those twins were being bullied a lot on the show. They actually looked down on the twins, but then it was quite sad when I like Londie. Like, I just love her. Londie London. I love her. But when she said to the twins that they didn't reach the standard of her pool party because they didn't wear designer, high-end design. Bane ba apere brand ba bona. No, that was just a trigger. You know, people look down on, and they have worked so hard for their brand. If you don't like their brand, you don't like it. And then when you just like your Burberrys, you just like your Louis Vuittons, but let them shine ka brand ba bona because they've worked so hard for it. Don't just say it's not luxurious, it's not anything, because to them it's luxurious. But they are good people. And I was so glad when Londie actually realized their mistakes and apologized to them and said, the twins are good people. And because now they nearly fell under that woman's spell. And who's that horrible woman? Minnie. They fell under Minnie's spell because they were looking for a belonging.
Yes.
Because Ulungi took advantage.
Londie.
Minnie. Minnie took advantage of them because now they were fighting with Londie. That I come under my umbrella, now we're gonna fight.
Yeah, we are together.
That's when they started using our qualifications and everything, which was really unnecessary for that show.
Yeah, but then again, Jojo mentioned something very important.
Being wealthy means you're able to buy whatever that you want. Not what people want you to buy.
What other people want you to buy. Of which I kind of agree with her. Jojo doesn't wear expensive clothes. She doesn't even when it comes to clothes, because she just wants to show off her tattoos. Because you can't tell who is selling You get confused. Yeah, she doesn't wear expensive clothes. But look where she stays. Look at her cars
that she drives.
Yeah, so it's evident that she's wealthy. Even the twins, remember, they showed one of them, the one who was in the show, because the other one was a friend of the show, right? I saw her house. Those girls are successful. I can say maybe standard successful. They are not successful. But naka standard
many people in South Africa today, so they measure standards by the brands that you wear
and your social media
following.
Okay, now according to me, Londie London is a very
just like Jojo was saying, you can have lots and lots of money and still not prefer expensive clothes. It's your choice. Like it's guys, in as long as we can just appreciate and understand and accept that as human beings we have different preferences in life. Like things will be okay. We will stop this thing of judgments, because there will be someone who will prefer just because I'm always on the streets, like I travel a lot. If I want to go and stay at the hotel for a month, I can book myself at Michelangelo. There was this guy that I judged so much when he preferred to live at Michelangelo, but he never had any property of his own, and he had so many cars. And then the money that he was paying around 25K for the cars, for the parking, at there by Michelangelo. Only the cars. I mean, I need to let 25 like ingaba ibond yalendlu engiyithandayo of my dreams, you know. But then he preferred doing that. I don't know why, but at that time, because I was childish and all, I was judging him. But now I get to understand there are people who don't like properties because they feel like it's responsibility. You know? Because if I want to move to Cape Town tomorrow, I can just move to Cape Town. If I want to, other people are saying investments because maybe they have realized investments in other things, not property. If you feel like your investment is more on property, the other person doesn't feel like it. So we should let people be who they want to be. Just because when you think it's smart to do this, the other person will see it as smart, or the whole world now must believe that it's smart doing that. No, it's not.
But then this one,
but not so quick, because not long time ago she didn't have anything. That man took everything away from her, and she didn't have a car. Munena onkile koloi ya le klabu. She started from, and she said she was striving at tears. So now to look down on other people because they are not wearing designer brands, it's not okay. People were saying, but that show is for glam. It's for guys.
Glam can be where you live. Your
Glam
house
can be,
can be your glam, not a designer bag. So now it showed me a lot of South African people don't understand now what is wealth and what is glam. But I can regard myself as a very glamorous person. Just one bag, designer, but we are gonna get glam because you know.
True.
No, don't do that.
Yes, that's very
But
stupid.
I will be criticized for what now Ayanda, the Andile, they are way better than Londie London financially. That one, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they are. Even though Anale Londie London braids. But then they're using her face. She's the brand. But so I'm not about
Instagram,
warehouse. Like you need to promote.
Yes.
Promote.
Yeah.
So Lala Mona and I
Yeah. So Jojo and they believe she's wealthy.
And another thing that I wanted to talk about.
I can't tell when the rich couple is
the houses and their cars and everything. You can see already they've got it all.
Yeah.
Yes. And then Jojo happy. I mean, she's got a man who loves her so much. This man, but then she's still running after friendship. When gaslight, she's always gaslighting her, like, run after me. She even says, every time she says such things, it's like, I want to hold her. You don't realize your worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I understand it's the upbringing because she grew up being bullied, isolated. But finally, she got this man who will do anything for her protection and her security.
It's not the same, Maiso.
I'm not getting it from my man. I will say it's okay. If it comes from my man.
It depends on confidence, how you guys. So with other people, it's not the same. They still want that friendship thing. There are so many people, they value this friendship. There are people who can't live without friendship tight.
They'll do anything for friendship.
They'll do anything for
someone
friendship.
Is my friend. When that person looks like now that person is not talking to you, you feel somehow insecure. No, guys, it's like, there are so many things to focus on. In that. I'm not disregarding it, but I'm just saying, our fulfillment comes in different ways, because other people are being fulfilled by friendship. I think between you and I, because we learned from the beginning, go from way back, from it can be the two of us. Even our own mother, she favored other people who were not her kids. So we developed that thick skin. Even if they could say, because I remember when we were at the boarding school in Seneknes, there was a time when we were going to do our it was the second year in that boarding school. It was grade 9. Hey, yes. I high school grade 8. Yes. Yeah, grade 9, because there was this nice room in the Yeah. So we actually wrote a letter to the matron who would love to have that room because now we are very organized. We are neat. Because I remember when we were doing grade 8. We were 31 in that room. I'll never forget. 31 guys. And then there will be someone like randomly who will just come and sit on top of your bed. And then when they move, they don't fix your bed. And some of us, you can't find anything on top of my bed. My bed has to be sparkling clean, nothing on it. So when somebody comes, nothing under, nothing on top. Someone just comes and sits, I see a visual, or someone just puts a book on top of, so I feel offended. So we asked her nicely, please, can we have that room? Because happy, you know, two people, the teenagers, they fight a lot. When you're going to put two people there who don't get along, they're going to fight. Oh, now we are used to being the two of us. Where we coming from, it's very much fair to put the two of us. We motivated this whole thing, and she agreed. Others, they wanted to go first, and then they were the first to arrive, and she kept saying, the room is reserved for the twins, and they started hating us. Yeah, from there onwards, people ganging against us. You think you're better because your mother could talk, and it wasn't even our mother. It's us. We wrote a letter to her. It wasn't our mother. Our mother didn't know there was a room reserved for us. Yeah, so now they started ganging up, because it never, they were ganging, but we still remained strong.
Because I remember they even came up with some conspiracy theory saying someone died in that room. So
Didn't see any spook in there. Yes. So whether people are trying to bully us, like it's a group, like we are used to these things. Yeah, we are very much strong. We know how to take it. So when somebody says, I don't want to be your friend anymore tomorrow, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the price of bread. It does not matter. I know it does not matter. We still continue. Yeah. Like very nicely so. So when I saw Jojo, I wanted to borrow her, you know, my spirit. The strength that I have towards this Jojo. Can't you just stay away? Like, it's not like you need for my house every morning. Now you want to cook, you realize that you don't have enough salt. You have to go and ask, Nonku, can you please? Like, she doesn't like anything. Why would you do that to yourself? To the point whereby somebody even used their beliefs, Christianity, or she needs to accept Jesus for her to remain my friend. But then I heard that they unfollowed each other on Instagram. I think it's because of that. I guess she saw it at the same time. And it was in confessions also. Well, she didn't know that when she was just dipping inside the water.
She thought it was just
she thought it was a joke. They're funny playing and all rekindling their friendship. So that's disrespectful.
That was
how do you go?
I was so pissed.
Yo, and then I switch her TV off. Why?
Ayo baptized. Kana go di bono di kantle. Mara wa baptized.
Guys, that was disgusting. Yeah.
Because she was treating Jojo as if Jojo is her child. Even your child, you can't force your child into some certain kind of a belief. No, just let KG. She'll grow up and she'll decide but for now, she has decided that she's
a Jesus girl. Very much so.
Power. So at this moment, KG ki moruti wa rapela, like I cannot tabali like okay, cool. Yeah, and then I give her space. She's my child. She's 6 years old, but I can't force her to believe in what I believe. You know? Yeah. So nonku batla a grown woman and a family high uto mo kgethela gore anke believe in. That was so stupid.
Yeah. But then I think Londie and Sorisha also, they instigated this whole thing.
They did.
Because truly speaking, in the beginning, when Nonku was praying, then Jojo laughed. And then Bona, they come and ask Jojo, why was your friend laughing? And Nonku didn't even see it or didn't even take it in a bad way when she was laughing.
Even laughing at the prayer.
She was not laughing at the prayer.
Yeah.
Hey.
She was laughing. Now they are saying the sisterhood and everything.
Yeah. Just because now she's got influence. How come? Have you been to church together? Have you been like it's not like when you are my friend now I have to go to church with you. There are couples that couples. The wife goes to church every day, but this man does not go to church, and you can't force this person to go to church. I listen from the beginning. Is he going to force me to follow his religion? As long as he says, my girlfriend or my wife, I will pray for you. It's okay. Pray for me, but don't force me. I should just wake up one day and say, now I have decided to join you. I'll hold your hand and you pray. Yeah, I'll let you pray. And it's okay, I respect that.
Yeah, and if you pray for me, it's because even KG, she prays for me. So sometimes I even say, baby, pray for this one.
Yeah.
If maybe when I something you know, meditate, I do whatever I believe in. And I she believes in prayer. I tell her, baby, there's this and this and this, pray for it. And she prays for it.
Yes, it's okay. Everyone can practice their own beliefs as long as you respect one another. Not worry, because the conflicts come from there, because now you're forcing people to be who they are not, because ki lose focus like 10 seconds into this prayer se ke le bo Japan kwan se ke nane ka ntho tse ding se ke la go nye ke tlo phaphama ke re thata ke re hana ne ke re ke rapela. You get that? So when time will come when I feel like, okay, now it's time for me to pray. Because there has been time when I was praying like that. But allow me at this time, because I don't know what my spirit is saying, but then it's rejecting this thing. So when I do it, I will listen. Okay.
Yeah, I get it. So now, Londie, I'm glad that she apologized. She realized her mistake. Let's come to
yo. That woman, guys, let me say this. We know TV is TV. We have to be that's not entertainment. You know that woman? She's not the type of a person that you put in public platform and say, now families should watch this kind of a person. She's a trigger to many people I know. There was a person like this that I know. You know that kind of a behavior? It's like a boarding school type of a behavior. First of all, she's not even good looking to start with. I'm not body shaming.
Guys, like, fella, before she could do anything, just the look, I just knew this one is a bully. I know. Because now bully. Like, guys, I don't know a certain look. And you already know. Maybe you already know this person. Character
is a bully. This person is a bully. And she's so delusional that in a way that she believes that she's the one who's being bullied. And she's even the way Tonya Harry. You don't speak when I'm speaking. You don't speak when you know that kind of it shows we are in two someone. We are in two someone. She's used to this thing. She's in this kind of behavior 24/7. It's not about you. Like when now it's so sad now that she targets another person. But I can see that wherever she is, there is someone that she's treating that way.
Yes.
Because she's always in defense mechanism. I want them to see Gucci. Yeah, Gucci. You know that event in Yafafa.
Yeah.
Londie tried. She tried by all means to ignore this woman. Ulikile shem uLondie. Wathi hi lo mfazi lo ke nnete qalong o buile ka moswa hae and all fela ke ntho tse etsahalang but it wasn't that deep. Hana go ntse ya wa bona hore she hates Londie with passion. Ka she told herself hore ufuna ukuthi abukeke ingathi akafuneki la.
Yes. She was trying to recruit other people.
And she knows how to talk. She's well spoken. She will be saying things like confidence is manufactured. You know things like she things on her feed. Immediately, I work on my feet, you work on your back. Sure guys, guys, Kibone Twitter, Londie is all over Twitter. She works on her back. We just know she's a slay queen, but then if she's a slay queen, people must go and research the word slay. Because I remember the first time somebody said to me, "Hey, slayer," and I was so happy because I slayed. I really slayed. Because kineksa go ile thapa. Nini se go house. The queen ya ka vele ke thapa because slay you slay that look. So now mosadi eno ha tlameha ba TV wa mosadi eo o ruta bana ntho tse mpe ene o hopotsa ka di-bullies tse neng di re bula re sa le bana le rona o nona le batho ba jwalo go ne ke lopola ngwana no thweng ke Mmalehlonono
that girl used to bully us like crazy.
She hated everything we said. She hated everything we were wearing. She hated our movement. She hated our voices. She hated yonkinto. She hated that our parents were so and so. She hated everything about us. Like there was no way out of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Even the way if you look this way, she hated the fact that
like
you
are
looked
looking
this way. Like so Umini, she was just a trigger in my life. She reminded me of those situations. You know how other people bullied you and they want to gang up with other people to convince them that you are such a bad person and you haven't done anything wrong to them. Jealousy.
So when you say she's delusional, because now she says Londie should apologize to her for including her parents. But even herself, she said to Londie at Fafa's event, and that was before Londie's pool party, right? She said to Londie, who raised you?
Yeah, but who raised you?
Yeah.
And she looks at people like this, who raised you? And like, behavior, you know this thing.
But remember the first episode now, I asked you, before she could do all these things, before she could bully Precious. Yeah, before it escalated. Felt like
batho ba mo hirileng ke a ba leboha mo mo sebetsang teng ke a ba leboha batho ba mo hirileng like otlile this woman abula Precious hore your employees are saying this and this about you. You're not a nice person. Precious surrendered. She surrendered. No, I'm out of this because this woman is always on my case. Now she found another one. Guys, hey, ke motho le dinyamatsane ha phile hantle ha o sena motho a mo vetsang hore ya. And then when she says Londie must go and apologize to his for what? For saying and
it's the same thing because she said to Londie, who raised you? And Londie said, who are your parents? Isn't it the same thing?
It's the same thing. It's the same. People have to ask me, who are your parents? Yes. And
you should just tell them, my parents are so and
so. So why am I offended? Now, who are my parents? I guess, nah. This is not cool at all. That person is not supposed to be on TV. She's not supposed to be on radio. She's not supposed to be on podcasts. She's not supposed to be on social media. No, we cannot see that person. I want to unsee everything about that person. Even at night, if I want right now when I close my eyes, and then that woman's face. Yes,
no, she's one of she's scared. And I'm never wrong. People can call me judgmental, but I'm this kind of a person who judges people's characters by just the looks. And I'm never wrong. Have I been wrong?
And then man.
I've never been wrong.
You were just judging her looks.
Yeah.
No,
that's look in because I know people who look like her and I know they are bullies.
And they know that they don't like how they look like.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. People, we can't say things. We can't say, hey, this one is looking. There are people in this world who don't like how they look like.
Yeah.
But they want other people to believe they are okay. And then they want to ridicule how other people are looking like because they don't like how they look like when they look at themselves in their mirrors. And they've got no option. Eating faga makeup is still this look. It's still this look. So manje agatand when she looks at someone, or maybe she wished she was looking like that person. Because I really feel like this woman wanted, she was jealous of Londie, of her looks Precious. And everything, and Precious. She wanted to look like them. Maybe Precious and she was even jealous of her business.
Yeah,
because she was forever attacking her business. But Londie, she was attacking her looks. She wanted to look like her. She wanted, you know, maybe left fame uLondie anayo. Abantu bamtha fan base yaka Londie. Funela fame
When you
yakhe.
said she's delusional, I remember when she said, "Ulondie, ufuna ukutrenda ngami." And then everyone was like,
trenda wena. Uyewa trenda kuphi?
so everyone gave that look. Yeah, Jojo kyona enkabula ngufiti. So like when she goes like,
I don't wanna watch TV and then I feel the pain while I'm watching TV. How is that entertainment?
yeah.
Okay, mutweka rembo hangema nonku. Yes, una le tsona ntho tse jwalo fela hore yeah, you know, entertainment ka hare. But that woman, it's a serious matter. Serious. It's very much serious. We cannot watch people like those on TV.
Okay,
no. Yeah, sorry,
Sorisha ba Mutsaba, because now I was listening when they were talking about the boat.
Yes.
And Sorisha kept
that
on saying,
Noah's
my
Ark.
bed can this and this and this.
Yes.
They didn't say anything. But if it was someone else, it was going to be like a huge thing.
Classicism.
Yeah.
Because now, I can't they believe her. They know it's the truth.
It's the truth.
So how will they say, hi, no, you are being a classist by saying you can buy many of this Noah's Ark with your bacon only. So, when
it comes to the matters of affordability and because Londie, like looking down on other people's designs, you'll find out that hers is fake. Because I know I've experienced that thing. Guys, we used to do sunglasses before they could be famous.
Yeah.
So we had our own brand. Most of those people, they will come and get our sunglasses. Versace ya high moto. Umubone umutwena wa fit. I'm talking about celebrities, right? Lo ena we bona fela nke ga go sa ibone TV go sa ibone magazine picture we bona wa bona go ntwena ke modubulo e ke mo ena o bona motho wa swabanyana go because
yes, pa we take send messages and try to fake.
Why bona ke so no why ba pisa because ba rata lo ba pisa and lo gona re eme re
shebile
wena ke moduva
muduva and then what's up muduva wa di sunglasses we used to say that you can't wear muduva wa di sunglasses, guys. No,
because muduva wa di sunglasses how ka etsa mistake
o sia fingerprint
ha isa
ya iphumile fingerprint ya isuki hey after 2 weeks, if I wear yours, let's say my face is bigger than yours, then you borrow me your sunglasses. I wear them. When we wear them back, I decide
so that's what we used to see. These people will come and say, "Yo, the comfortable, yeah." So I put out how was it Versace? Why this one's relatively comfortable? So this is comfortable. Every time when you meet up with this person, they are always wearing our sunglasses. But when they go to places like Mobatsabang TV or when they take pictures for Instagram, they wear their muduva. Muduva. You only see pictures. With so many of them, guys. So there's a high possibility all the manufacturing and like what it cost those ladies to manufacture their swimwear. It's even like more expensive than swimwear Londie and Peruba. You might find out that here small street ki muduva. Yeah, skala now to so ki batho ba para muduva batho bana.
Ba
they don't believe in muduva.
Just go for muduva and just satisfy her. That's it.
So it was kind of triggering to see people being bullied like that, especially the twins. And there's this thing, you know, there are people who believe when you are twins, Halea felt like they treat you like some
yeah. You know, there's how those girls were treated then. They just reminded me of a certain situation. Now it was a trigger to me how they treated them and not believing just because this brand comes from them. They don't believe that it could be high end or it could be taken seriously because Bonasa brand babon. Because I remember, funny enough, it will be people who come from the same place as you.
Yes,
because
who knew you from
way back. Let me give you a journey a little bit, because we are South Africans. Like, we were born in South Africa because our parents, the other one is from Lesotho, the other one is South African. But then most of our life we spent I will say our childhood. Yeah. So right now, I think the South African side has taken over the Lesotho side. But then childhood, we were in Lesotho, remember. So now we every time, because there are even a lot of people who get shocked when they realize that we are South Africans, because we have always presented ourselves as Basotho, because we grew up there as young people.
Like
you
the
primary school and foundation, like we grew up there, and then a little bit of high school, then we left. But because our dad came Lesotho, we will say Basotho because our dad came Lesotho. But then half the time we were raised by our grandmother from our mother's side, who is South African, in Soweto. And we never claimed Soweto that much, even though we were born there. And then most of the time we're there, school holidays, we were always there. But we know the culture very much. But we always claimed the Soto side of us because we kind of related more, because it grooms you a bit, culture, because we're running after our culture, not to run away from our culture and our roots. That's why we claimed Lesotho more than Soweto born kids like that. So now, when we get to even tertiary education, we meet other people who are coming from Lesotho. Because I remember first year we were day scholars and we lived in Soweto. Yeah. So now, these kids from Soweto also, we belonged in that group. So now when we moved from our grandmother's place to go and stay at the rest, we get to meet other kids from Lesotho. Now we kind of move into their side, because they remind us of where we come from and our childhood. Now we are back to being Basotho again. So this one's Basotho. We know you guys from Soweto. Now, how come now you are Basotho? They don't answer. We have to explain this thing all the time. But now we get more comfortable Basotho, because we don't want to run away from our roots. So now the sad part is this. These ones who come from Lesotho, because most of them are coming from Maseru, and we don't come from Maseru, and we don't know the culture of Maseru, because from us it was Putabote Joburg, and we don't want to show them Mahlale a rona a Gauteng, we Joburg kid, we Soweto kids, because it's like, oh, those ones, we are running after the rural kind of lifestyle, but bona they are kind of isolating us, we don't come from the big city, and at that time we can actually be more clever than them, because we are exposed to the Joburg life and the Soweto life to tell. But then now they started feeling now these are the girls from the rural areas. It's so stupid, because all the time it's like they never believed in most of the things that we did, even when we started our brand and everything. Like a lot of people who don't know us, we got respected so much because of our hard work and everything. But these ones, they will come with, Mansunyana Bore. Is that brand yalo na ya butabuti? Like, and maybe you're coming from, and then at that time, look, now we were being shy to show, because our dad, I remember our dads, growing up, every time that we are exposed to this life here, Joburg, our parents will always say, never forget where you come from. Never forget where we come from. So we'll tell ourselves, okay, even though we are so used to this Joburg life, but we don't have to follow that lifestyle. We followed this. But at the same time, it's like, we want to be with them. And Lona, we want to accommodate them and show, no, we are like that. But then, really rural, but then rona re try go accommodate bona silently.
And Baranka, immediately when you mention where you come from in Lesotho,
hey.
Because when they just look at you, they don't see the rural thing. Even when you speak to, they don't see the rural thing. Even the people that our friends that were our friends before we started staying at rest, like the Soweto kids and everyone. But then now, the moment you mention which part of Lesotho, that's when the disrespect comes.
Yeah, we never showed her how buhlale re leng bona, because indeed, even now, we still don't know lifestyle ya Maseru. Like, we don't know. We get lost when we are in Maseru. So, but then you can't take us as people from the rural, like that, because we are so used to Joburg life, but we just decided not to follow the kind of a lifestyle, because our parents always told us that, remember le Basotho.
And
I haven't but clever, but why is the busy migration one? Sometimes you humble yourself, you become a good person, but decide I'll flow in your house. So I feel like those girls are very humble. Yeah, you know, sometimes when you are raised well, people they have that kind of disrespect, because you are not raised to be in an attack mode at all the time. So yeah, you know, even when they started, you know, when it started, the twins are always smiling when Nonku speak. I realized it was not just for Nonku. They are like that. Like, they pay attention to each and every person, because other people, they go on to reality shows, or other women when they are together, they go there to judge and to attack and to prove a point that I'm better than you, I'm smarter than you. But other people, like some of us, when I get introduced to a group of women, I come as the nicest me if I'm going to accommodate everyone, not to show I've been there, I've been done what like. But some people are just like that.
Yeah.
So the twins, they didn't catch it. They are slow, and then I think I'm also that slow. Maybe twins are meant to be just those people who are accommodating, and then they are just nice in general.
But there's those mean too.
Some the others are mean.
Those ones. You know which one?
I know.
Yo.
I can't remember.
But the other one is a bit, you know. The other one.
Yeah, the one that I don't know influence like fame.
Yo.
I think honestly, I think she's still nice, and by I influence like fame. I need to show people who I'm famous.
Yeah.
Because the last time I met her also, I can't say money. Now she's coming this way. We were done downstairs. Even then I take my phone, I keep busy with my phone. I was on my phone. Auntie Trini. And there was no way that I would ignore her. No ways.
Yeah, so when we were saying, because I was telling my husband doesn't forget.
Yeah.
So, guys, after Presley's passing, they put Tsotsi on Showmax. And I was searching for it. I even went on Netflix searching for it, because I also wanted to watch it again, right? So I watched it because it was shot where we're staying. Yeah, that movie. So most of those people there who are extras, it's people we know.
Yeah.
People that we lived with, like people that we grew up with.
Yeah.
So Enoch.
Yeah.
Enoch and
Enoch. Oh, he was already on those things.
Yes, he was already on Crushes.
On Crushes.
So I was like, my husband, come and see.
Yeah,
you know this one, his name is Enoch. But we're calling him Ketle. Yeah. Joyce. Joyce Mushosh.
That guy was naughty. That guy was naughty, guys. Yo. And people were scared of him. I remember growing up, our grandmother will say, you can't go there alone. You can't go to the shops alone, because I don't want you to meet this guy. And funny enough, we met him and he liked us. Yeah. And he was like, okay. Yeah, because the younger sisters, but everyone is so scared of him. This guy is just too much. And how it ended, it wasn't well. Because he ended up being on a wheelchair.
And then he moved to crutches.
I even remember
he got
his
shot because
movement.
I told my husband how it happened. Because
Yeah.
guys,
It's serious. Yeah.
It's serious. And everything. You know the Klipprefer River. They were from King Klipspruit West. When you go to Kliptown, there's a dividing river and Kisporo started on top. So keep bridge bone, it's a problem.
It's over.
So I think they set him up because it was a cop. Yeah, when I'm working, and the cop shot him first. And then on the ribs in. Yeah, he was on the wheelchair. Abamuvela the crashes. And so when he was walking, the crashes, so you will hear.
Yeah.
So my grandmother used to call him Ket like Ket. Yeah. So that was his name in our household, Ket like Ket. And he still continued. He had his own gang. Like he was always surrounded by people.
Yeah. And he was still
the boss.
He was still the boss to these people. And as he will tell them, "Oh, go and do these things." Bye. And then they shot him again.
Yeah, I think they shot him.
Yeah.
Because I remember this other time we put a gazebo outside. And then he called us, "Hey, Luna, gazebo and top Swahili's."
Yeah. Then we even went to his funeral. And that guy, but then it's so funny how all those people
was so
were being
emotional.
feared. All these people were being feared, but then they just loved us. Yeah. Because nothing will happen to you. Remember the other time, you can't go there alone and everything. Okay.
You remember that one was called Mabad?
Yeah.
You remember Mabad?
Hannah, what was his story?
You know, what's one like Israel and Israel.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Our uncle's friend, the one who was always parking cars outside. Yeah, tomorrow it's this car, tomorrow it's
the other
car.
one. Yeah.
He lost weight. Well, you forgot Mabadi.
I kind of forgot his story because he mixed a story. The other one who took our phone and then 30 minutes later he got shot. He was dead.
That was chicken.
Like people died like guys, but
it was rough there. Yeah, guys.
Sometimes I wonder why we still soft like this.
Yeah,
but very high still.
Those people who grew up with.
Yeah. Well, those kind of people, but then that's okay.
And but the twins, are they both still alive? Mishakeli Likanyisil. Who died? I think so. No, it's Misha. The boy passed away, right?
Yeah.
Because even the girl was bad. She was something else.
Yeah, that's something else. That one. So I just kind of, I love how we used to switch around this. So when we get to this place, so we're about to buy rough and everything, we could adjust them. And we're kind of fearless because most of them, they loved us, and also because our uncle also was rough, so they feared him.
God, Naki, but why do people think he's rough? Because when he's at home, he's scared of everyone. But out there, he's rough. When my mom says, "Kiatla, I like to what?" It's like, "Hey, wabona sister, wabona." But out there, people are scared of him. This guy.
I think that's the balance. The streets should be scared of you. When you get home, you should be soft.
Yeah. I guess that's all for today. Or do you still have
anything?
There's another Karafafa. We never said anything about
Lynn. I've got nothing to say.
But I just think she's a cool girl and she's honest. I guess she's honest
but way too honest.
Yeah, way too honest. She wasn't supposed to tell us about that story.
Her husband.
The husband. Yeah, no husband.
But they are too honest. Yeah, or maybe now I think they went to that show to clear the air. What's happening? We are back together. This is what happened. We have forgiven. And now we are moving on.
There's something that I took from her because when she talks, she sounds like this sweet girl. Like you'll mistaken her for a pushover, right? But she stands her ground. Because even the way she was addressing Nonku, like she was responding to Nonku, I was like, yes, girl. Because I thought she was gonna say, okay, hey, you know, like that. But I realized she's not a pushover. Even with the husband, she's not. Because you will think, how much she blew to I am a husband to control, but she was not it's swearing. We bambile gabo haling at home. Yeah, so I expect her.
Yeah.
And she's a beautiful girl.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
Yeah, she's pretty.
So guys, now I give a the kind of bullying. Yeah, my twins. Even I think the social media also was bullying the twins. Yeah, except for being on the show, other people were still respecting them. People like Sorisha, she respected them.
Yes.
A lot enough Fafa and Lo. The only person who didn't really respect them that much, Kinonku.
Londie.
Yena ntho tsa la twins are cool cool. But that was very disrespectful. Ka bana ba bangwe ba etsa jwalo. Yeah, so social media also. Yo, inside the twins out of this.
Yeah, we don't want to see them.
The twins, this. Why, guys? Yo, I guess maybe now we took offense because we are twins.
Maybe.
Guys, but we just took offense because now we feel that way because we have been treated like that before. So we got triggered. We don't know about the other twins.
Yeah, maybe maybe it's because they've experienced
exactly. Maybe defense mechanism.
Yeah. That's all for today. And hey, subscribe. Please subscribe. I told you guys, if you don't subscribe but you consume the content, you are just like those people who are doing heists.
That was supposed to be done by me.
You are just like those people. You are robbing us. So please subscribe. And if you have something extra, please thank us.
Yeah.
Super thanks. We'll appreciate.
Yes.
And we love you.
We love you and we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching this. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.